Shalom. First and foremost, gonna give all glory, honor, praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Alright. Finna get into this quick lesson. Alright. Basically, these people not fearing the Lord. Alright, because they, it's inspired of this video right here. GMS Watchmen, I suggest you watch this video and pray and remember who Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are. Alright, because this world, it paints the image that, that the Lord is all about love. He don't care what you do. All you gotta do is just, worship him on Sunday and everything else is gonna be good, But guess what? They don't establish, the terribleness, the fear of the Lord. They don't establish that, So now these people are walking around, clueless or, not having that reverence, for Yahweh Shem Shah, And that's one of the first things you start learning, the judgments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah, When you first come into the truth, you start learning the terribleness of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. All right. If you want to watch this video, you go watch it. GMS Watchmen. It's about a dude who got swallowed up, by the earth, I'm going to start off with the scripture that he started off with. This is 1 Chronicles 16 and verse 23. Sing unto the Lord all the earth. Show forth from day to day his salvation. Declare his glory among the heathen, his marvelous works among all nations. For great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all gods. All right. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is supposed to be feared. All right. Above all gods. All right. Because, hey, guess what? Jesus, that's a false god, And that, what they paint or what they paint him to be as, a sweet, a sweet nigga, just to be all sweet, no type of manliness about him, but the Lord said that he's a man of war, But yeah, Yara'ah, all right, to fear, revere, be afraid, to fear, reverence, honor, respect, to fear, be afraid, to be fearful, be dreadful, be feared, all right? So yeah, man, Yahweh Shem Shah, he's meant, he's supposed to be feared, reverence, respected, all right? And, actually, literally scared of him too, all right? Because, hey, we're compelled, to go out here on the highways and byways, all right? Be consistent, in Yahweh Shem Shah. Be consistent on, working on ourselves, all right? Because we understand that, hey, if I fall short, hey, the Lord, this could be my last time falling short, And the Lord judge me, or the Lord, allow me, to take the micro C hit, everything. Yahweh Shem Shah controls everything, And that's what these people in the world don't understand, These people don't understand the Lord at all, And that's why, their actions are totally against them, because they don't understand them. If they understand, the Lord's judgments, guess what? These niggas won't be out here committing adultery, stealing, all right, gang banging, murdering. They wouldn't be doing none of this. They would be on their P's and Q's, But because they don't know the judgments of Yahweh Shem Shah, guess what? they, they do whatever. They do whatever their flesh wants, you know? But that's why we're here, you know? That's why the prophets are here, to declare everything about Yahweh Shema Shai, including, his judgments, all right? Psalm 66 and verse 3. Say unto Yahweh Shema Shai, how terrible art thou in thy works! Through the greatness of thy power shall thy enemies submit themselves unto thee. So see, and guess what? The scriptures talk about a carnal mind and his enmity with Yahweh Shema Shai. So these niggas in the world, all right, that's all about their flesh. All right, hey, 2/3 of our people, they're enemies to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. These other nations, they're enemies to Yahweh Shema Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's what I'm talking about when I say 2/3. All right? You're enemies. Why? Because your mind is stuck on, the ways of the world. All right? They're stuck on, just believing, in a white man, rather than believing in Yahweh Shema Shai. All right? But it says, how terrible art thou in thy works. See what terrible mean. All right? Same thing, Yara'ah, to fear, rever, be afraid. See, so Lord. And guess what? The Lord, he'll put you through something, He'll put you through something to make you fear him more, He won't even allow, he might not allow you, to get touched or to die or whatever, But he'll let you know, like, hey, nigga, you supposed to be fearing me, But guess what? These people in the world, they can't see shit like that, That's why it says in 2 Esdras 15 or 16, it talk about it, they should not be mindful of the scourges, But yeah, man, the Lord gets down, all right? You could see in this earth right now. Because guess what? Let me get something real quick. Isaiah 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make evil. Or so like I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So see, if these people in the world understood this, guess what? Niggas would be on their P's and Q's. But niggas think that everything's a coincidence, karma, yeah, But Yahweh Shema Shai, he creates all of this, all right? He's the one that set up a man, put it into a man's mind, to go kill his woman, or kill his children, all right? He put it into a man's mind to, run over, get in a car and go run over a crowd of people, or go shoot up a store or a school. Lord does all those things, So all the shit that you see going on, around the world, even around your own city, guess what? It's Yahweh Shema Shai causing all the deaths, all right? People falling off 3-story, balconies and shit, The Lord is in control of all of that, all right? What is that? Matter of fact, let me get something else real quick. Jeremiah 5 and verse 21. Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Ooh, so see, and this is to the nation of Israel. See, our people are foolish. All right, they have eyes to see the things that's going on around the world. All right, scriptures talk about the love of many shall wax cold. All right, that means people basically going psycho out here. They'll kill you. All right, they'll kill you for nothing. All right, and our people, they see that people will just, kill you for nothing. All right, but guess what? They don't understand. you know, they don't see. They don't understand that this is prophecy. You know, it says, "Which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me," said the Lord. So, hey, you don't fear the Lord, and he's about. Let's see what he say. Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it. So see, the Lord controls, how the sea, the ocean, he controls, you go to the beach, all right, and you could just sit right there. You could just sit right there, at the borderline of, the water, from, you don't have to, you in your mind, you have no worries, because you understand that, hey, the water ain't gonna pass over, it ain't gonna, start, how can I say, Salakia? I'm fumbling my words. Damn. Basically, you understand that if you go to a beach, you could stick to that sand, because you understand that, that water's not gonna, prevail. It's not gonna overtake you, because that's how the Lord set it up. All right, the Lord set it up to where, the sand, all right, and the water, or I'm trying to think of the right word, Salakias, forgive me. Basically, it's a boundary that water cannot pass. Yeah, that's better. It's a boundary that water, the ocean cannot pass. Though the you see the ocean starts creating waves and shit, all right, getting all crazy, but guess what? It has a boundary. The Lord set up that boundary, all right? So that explains a lot right there, all right? That explains that the Lord got total, complete control of everything, all right? And guess what? Fear ye not me. So you don't fear that? You don't fear that present, or you don't fear that power right there? You tripping, you're tripping if you don't. All right, because guess what? That makes you understand that lets you know that the Lord control of everything. All right, he sets up everything. All right. Let's read that in NLT real quick. Jeremiah 5:22. Have you no respect for me? Why don't you tremble in my presence? I, the Lord, define the ocean's sandy shoreline as an everlasting boundary that the waters cannot cross. The waves may toss and roar, but they can never pass the boundaries I set. See? But my people have stubborn and rebellious hearts. They have turned away and abandoned me. So see, we got the ultimate, God on our side. Yahweh Shema Shah. Guess what? Jake don't want to. Jake loved the oppressor. Jake don't love life. But guess what? Through the niggas is gonna, basically everybody's gonna understand, the fear of the Lord soon to come. All right, the servants of Yahweh Shema Shah, we're getting more familiar, with the terrible judgments of Yahweh Shema Shah. And when we say familiar, we might see, something on the news or, around, our neighborhood or whatever. And we understand, oh, that's the Lord, And guess what? That pleases Yahweh Shema Shah, because, you're understanding him. You'll understand his true ways. All right? Not no false God. All right? Because, hey, that's why the scriptures talk about woe to them that that desire the day of the Lord. All right, because hey, these niggas, this world paints a picture that the day of the Lord is gonna be a beautiful day. You know, butterflies. You know, he's gonna come back to give everybody hugs. All you gotta do is just, you know, you go to Sunday worship. You know, bullshit like that. You know. You know, but hey, Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord requires, you know, sacrifice. All right, he requires, you know, discipline. He requires a lot of things. All right, that these people in the world don't, you know, they don't want to do that. They want to be, you know, fucking lazy. You know, they want to be, basically just dickheads. You know. But this is Isaiah 2 and verse 11. The lofty looks of men shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. All right, because, hey, right now, yeah. See, in America, hey, niggas are lofty. Niggas are proud. All right, because guess what? They don't understand that they don't understand the Lord's judgment. All right, but soon to come when the prophecy of Jacob's trouble, you know, famine, all right, diseases, all right, people eating their children, they gonna understand that, oh shit, this is all the Lord. All right, because hey, the prophets, hey, we're not out here for no reason. Just because they not out here standing, you know, they don't stand around for 2 hours, they still understand. They know what message we're pushing, or Yahweh Shem Shai got us pushing. All right, they understand that basically we're doomsday prophets. You know, these people, they understand that. All right, that's why they come against us. That's why they don't like us, you know. But once they see all these prophecies come to pass, they're going to understand, oh shit, it's the Lord. You know, that's why it talks about, you know, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. You know, they're going to understand that, oh shit, I was really amongst a prophet. You know, that was really, you know, the Lord's messenger. You know, but it's going to be too late. You know, let me read it again. Isaiah 2:11. The lofty looks of men shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. So yeah, man, people are going to be humbled out here, put in a submissive state. Why? Because they're going to understand the shit that they believed in, what they thought was right, is all wrong. You know, and Yahweh Shem Shai is true. You know. It says, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. So see. So when the times come, Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be exalted in that day. Only him. All right. Only Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. So understand this. Understand that Yahweh Shem Shai controls everything. All right. If a man's leg get cut off, guess what? The Lord wanted that to happen. If a child die, getting shot or something, guess what? The Lord controlled that. You know. So yeah, man. But understand this: hey, the Lord about to bring His fear upon this earth. All right. That's why that Isaiah 2:11 came out. You know. The Lord's about to bring His fear upon this earth again. All right, and if you're not right with Yahweh Shem Shai, guess what? You're going to be made an example on why you should fear the Lord. You know. So Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying. Oh, Slack, and hey, the Lord, hey, that Psalm 66, it talks about how terrible. You know, the Lord is terrible with His judgments. All right, and we're coming to a time like never before, as the scriptures say. You can read Jeremiah 30:7, Daniel 12:1. All right, a time like never before. You know, it's going to be straight judgments from Yahweh Shem Shai coming out here. And guess what? The Lord's about to get demonic on you niggas. All right, the Lord is about to get very, very dark with you niggas. All right, some shit that we never seen. The Lord, that's how the Lord's about to get down. All right, so yeah, get right with y'all by Shemal Shah. You know. So Lord willing, you know, that's on Zedifying, gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Archakodash, that by understood apostle and elders, great millstone. All right.